Hello everyone, thank you so much for stopping by on my channel. I am so happy that you're here with me. This is the page that I used that I made when I was at a retreat in Orange Beach, Alabama, GiGi's scrapbook retreat, and I wanted to kind of give you the detail on it and let you know. I thought I had put this in with temporary glue, but I didn't. So just real fast, I'll go through it real quick. We'll talk about how this goes. This here, first of all, you have the polka dots, the brown paper. This is still the brown paper. This is a separate of the reverse of the polka dot paper, okay? And these are the little embellishments that come in the back of the paper, okay? They come like this. Do you see that? There's hundreds of languages, but a smile speaks them all. These were all little things that were inside the back of the page. So I cut this little part out, inked it up. I haven't written my story here, so I have it up with a little pop-up dot, so maybe I can kind of move it around. But I want to tell you about this polka dot paper. First, what I did was I removed the edge of it, okay? And I'll tell you, this is a 1-inch edge. So the 1-inch edge I put on the back of the brown paper. The brown paper here has an embossing only on one side. It kind of makes it look like wood here. Maybe if I would have inked that, we would be able to see that a little bit better. But that's what we have, okay? So we have a 1-inch edge all the way around. And then I did it again, okay? 1-inch edge right there. So now you have a frame for the back or for your second page and for the front. I used green paper that came with this kit. It was like a DIY kit, make it so that you can kind of go and put your name in a raffle. So this DIY kit, I used the paper tricks. I used the paper tricks to make this little pleat here. And I will tell you that the little pleat is also 1 inch. Okay, so I did 2 strips for each side. And then I had the leftover for this frame here and a little bit of this one area here. Now you might think that because you have just strips left, you can't use them, but this little green strip right here that's the background is actually 2. If you kind of look up close right here, there's a tiny little welded area spot here that you kind of just put together at the best that you can and you're fine. And then so the paper tricks on this one is one of my favorite. It is and I'll tell you, so in case you don't have the box pleat of this, it's 1 inch here, and then you pleat let's make sure we're on that. Yep. Then you do a quarter. So you do 1 inch quarter, and then the next one is also 1 inch, okay? And I'm going to show you here just so that we can kind of practice making sure that I know what we're doing here. We're going to cut off 1 inch, okay? So what I'm saying is that we should have a 1 inch. I'm going to use this spot right here. Here to here is 1 inch, okay? And then you put a crease, and then you go in a 1/4 inch. Okay, and then you go in from that 1/4 inch over another inch. Okay, and then you're going to do a 1/4 inch. And then you're going to do an inch. Right there. Okay, so we have inch right there, and then we have 1/4 inch right there. Then we have an inch, and then we have an inch right here, and I didn't continue, but it would look like this. Okay, so that is what I mean by your 1 inch, 1/4 inch, 1 inch, 1/4 inch, and if you continue to do that over and over, you get those little box pleats that our paper, our fancy paper tricks does for us, okay? So that's how you would end up with kind of this Greek little line of things, and then you fold it all in, and there you go, okay? So that is what I did with this one. So I fold it first, and then I use my fancy Fiskars. Then I use my fancy, old school, fancy Fiskars scissors that I just love. And once you have it already folded and glued in to each other, then I come back and I cut them. Okay, like that. So I cut it after it's been glued together and pleated to each other, so that the little pleats, or the cut, is right inside that little pleat, right where you want it. Now you see it here a little bit accented with the die, okay? So that is why you can kind of see that a little bit better, okay? Super easy, a super fun technique to do that doesn't take much skills, equipment. You can kind of do this at a crop without taking your entire room to it, okay? And then we have that, okay? And then we did 4 little corners of these gorgeous impression die corners. One for the date journal, one for journaling here, okay? And now this one here was a little paper, a little die that was on here. And when I measure this, it is 6 inches, but I wanted it to be able to see this little girl. So I kind of added on this side an extra page that was going in the other direction. If you see, pay attention to that part, just to make it bigger. Big deal if it's not going in the right direction, okay? So that's how I made my little background bigger. And then I used the green, and again, it wasn't the right size, but I go and I get the little strips. Do you see that there? Get the little strips and make a background for that. I guess this one is the temporary one. So that's how I made, from scraps, you can get a nice solid background from this, okay? And then we have all of the little tags that come with your kits, sometimes your paper kits, and you don't know what to do with all of these little tags. Well, this is, I did kind of like a little mini book, if that makes any sense. The little gold charm came in it. This one says, be in love with your life every minute of it. Little tiny pictures, you know, more little things that you can put in here, okay? So that I put, and I did a fancy cut around the little angel. I put butterfly die on it behind him, so I think he's now officially a fairy if he has butterfly wings. So there is that page, okay? Super easy, super fun to do. And if I flip it over, here we have 2 pictures, the same paper cut out from the back, and a gold, because I love gold, and then I have to force myself to stop. Of course, you can put more corners here. You can put some flowers. I just used the same little ribbon that came, or this canvas ribbon that came with it, and continued the same theme that we had on this side, okay, with this little ribbon here. And just stop. I like to do one fancy page, and then I like to do a lot of these to tell our story so we can get it on paper and continue, okay? So super fun, super easy. I hope you're enjoying this. I'm going to try to get that Christmas one out so that we can get that together for you, and then we're all set. Hey, thank you so much for stopping by my channel. I so appreciate you guys stopping by. Please leave me a thumbs up, subscribe, share with your friends. I'm so excited to have everyone here, and let's do the DIY Christmas one, the Christmas page next. Thank you. Bye.